they play and they're playing at their best.
All right, then.
I think this year, it's mostly been a Melee show. Melee has kind of won it.
He runs it.
Yes, I believe he's only lost. I think this set this season, which is like a 3-month season, he's only lost 2 sets.
Wow.
He has been kind of farming.
That's a good record. Yeah, he's farming.
That's a great record to have.
He is sowing his field right now.
But I think the only person he's lost to this season has been Caden.
Oh no.
Within Oklahoma, that is.
Within Oklahoma. Okay, so this is like this is a definite test. You know,
yes.
you gotta make those
wrong.
notches.
I don't have the facts on me right now. So,
right.
Your Honor, I forgive me.
Yeah.
But as friends with both of them, I'm going to talk them up. So.
Yeah.
These are my homies.
Your Honor, my client said, I don't know, but before.
Your Honor, listen.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're going to find the DK back here. It's kind of, it won't be the same as Little Mac. You won't really see like the DK Bear insta kill Ridley.
No.
But you will see him get these edge guard situations and maybe find a back air like that almost would have killed. But you might find the down air here. Not going to find it.
Wow.
Ridley uppy has a lot of priority.
Seriously.
And you'll see Ridley going
tail
for
jab.
Yep. The tail. That's the forward air. Finding it. Oh, the double bear. We talked about it last set with the air dodge. You cannot air dodge DK back air sometimes. There are times you can, but there are a lot of times you can't, and that reason was why.
No, he's got a little foot with 4 toes on it ready for you.
He tries to find the downer on the jump, but if Caden stuffs it out immediately, gets hit by the last few hitboxes of DK up B. My joke with Melee is that that's the best move in the game.
Yeah.
By far it is not, but so I think I'm too close to the
Going
mic.
on vibes alone, it's worth more than the entire moveset.
Yep.
I really enjoy that about this.
It's a pretty funny move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find some funny ways to either get a kill with it or finding the monkey punch just off of that's a Melee classic. I'm a little sad about Caden falling for that because he should know better of anyone.
He's played these games before.
He's seen that before, but there's a lot of one of the biggest things about playing something that you've played a ton is there's the mental stack that you normally have to play. When you play someone new, you're figuring things out.
Right.
And there's they're learning the mental stack. So you start from ground 1. These two have played a million sets.
Right.
So of course the mental stack is already so far along. So even though Caden might already know that's a trick in Kendrick's bag, he might have not gotten hit by that in the last few sets that they've done. So maybe he's just like, he probably won't do it.
Yeah, you got to shake it up.
Yeah.
I really do like in this game to chess in a lot of ways. It's all about predicting your opponent's movements. You gotta be games ahead. And goodness gracious.
Melee was very much ahead on the play there.
Absolutely.
That side B ill-advised from Caden, and Melee immediately punishing it with a neutral B.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I really don't see a way around it. Like those, just the sheer size
and heft of that
those
punch.
Fists.
Yep.
Oh man, this would make your head spin. I really want to see, I understand there's a meta to these maps, right? Like going back to Smashville, we got to see some, Ridley's gonna want to edge guard a little bit, gonna want to keep him on the fringe.
Yes, it always depends on the character and the player. Here we're gonna see the change to Zero Suit Samus, realizing the Ridley's not working out. Yeah, that's his second, or I say secondary, but it's kind of like a co-main at this point. He's been really working on the CSS.
Okay.
And he mostly plays it into matchups that he really doesn't like as Ridley.
Right.
DK is totally fine for him. Ridley DK is fine to him, but Melee's DK is a different beast.
Right.
So for sure, I can definitely see the change being warranted.
So the objective here is, I'm okay, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but Zero Suit Samus doesn't seem like they have a ton of upright damage, kill potential in their melee combos, but they have obviously she has the gun.
She does have some surprising kill power, I guess per se. She has some situations she can put you in where if you do the wrong thing, you will die.
Oh my gosh.
But those situations she kind of has to nickel and dime her way into.
Right.
Because she's a lot faster of a character than DK.
She's got the gel taser, just
Yep. She's a lot faster of a character than DK. A lot of what Caden's going to try to do is put a lot of fast pressure onto Melee, make him guess wrong, make him choose the wrong. There, he could have died.
Wow.
He chooses the right decision there.
Okay.
But that's a big thing about ZSS in this matchup and just in general. She's not the most She can't just die though, and that exactly there.
holding it down. Melee at 139.
139.
Now. That is
not going to find the sweet spot. That is going to kill, though. I don't think that was the best of DIs from Melee. He probably was just not ready to DI at the spot he was at. It was a little weird.
Wow.
Up there, going to find it. That is something we might see a little bit more of in this matchup than the last matchup.
Yeah.
Is that shorter characters with, well, okay, I say that, but CSS is tall. But basically,
yeah, we're
he's
talking
going to be a
about
lot
scale
closer.
right
I'm mostly
now.
comparing to Ridley here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to find that down beam. That should be the stock. Yep, that's
Oh,
a situation.
wow.
That's another situation I'm talking about where if you put
the helicopter fall short yet.
Another situation that Melee got put into. And
Okay.
here's another one.
I'm seeing the vision with Zero Suit Samus now.
So Zero Suit can just kill you at 40 if she so desires, but she does have to find that way into that spot.
How different are their movesets, like regular Samus and this one?
And almost completely different.
Yeah?
Regular Samus mostly relies on the charge shot projectile.
Okay.
And so she's more of a standard zoner. ZSS can either be played really aggressive, like you see Caden here doing, or you might see some other ZSS players, they decide to play like a lot more evasive. She's really hard to hit.
Yeah, I can see that.
A lot of movement and everything. So they
yeah,
might just look to run away and kind of camp you out.
Right.
But,
okay. No, I understand it now.
Yeah,
I
we understand it now. We're seeing this matchup is messed up.
Honestly.
Now that said, like I said, I don't think.
Oh
my gosh!
The flying knee.
I won't say anything. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know how often Caden's won it because I know he's been struggling a lot recently with Melee, or fighting against Melee. But there, it doesn't look like it. You know, that's for sure.
Ridiculous.
So some common stage bans we might see for this matchup is that PS2 is probably going to be or Pokemon Stadium 2.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm so used to saying PS2.
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2. Sorry, it was my Smasher brain taking over.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so Pokemon Stadium 2 is generally a standard starting stage for most players. Most matchups and everything, they don't mind it. But
Right.
DK is one of those ones where you generally don't want to go to PS2 if you can help it, unless your character's much better than him on PS2. Just because that's DK's best stage. Now, a stage like Town and City, we're going to see a higher ceiling, so dying off the top is less likely, but neither of these characters, these players have really been finding those kills off the top. They've mostly been finding those kills off the side, and because the blast zone, like the stage to blast zone layout is a lot closer, those kind of kills might happen way more often at lower percents. Like almost right now. Okay, no, I'm kidding. It looked like he was about to find a bear.
About to just, yeah. Lay him out. This stage is wild too, because like the background isn't moving around quite as much. That doesn't really throw me off. It's like
all the interchanges.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that might be a kill here if Caden doesn't mash
around.
out correctly. He does not find the mash.
Wow.
So one of those things about Smash that you have to do and be ready for is when you get grabbed, and you've probably heard Caden's controller. I don't know if the stream can hear it, but I know we can hear it as commentators.
Yeah.
And that's just because when you get grabbed in Smash, you have to mash out. You have to mash your controller and get out, and it gets harder depending on the percents that you're at.
Okay. So if you are at a lower percent,
it's easier.
It's easier. You can,
way
you don't have
easier.
to dedicate as much brain power to just a quick mash.
Yeah, just a quick mash to get out.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So that's why sometimes you hear that, you know, when you watch it as a spectator, you're not knowing too sure. You just hear a controller going crazy. You're wondering, are they trying to break it? Like, is this a mid-fight rage? What's happening?
It might happen. I'm sure crazier things have happened to controllers at big tournaments like these. Boom. Yeah, no, Samus's ability to like control is I would not have expected it. I guess you know, it does make sense given like her kit. So
right.
It's not like totally outside the realm of
She's just really quick and she can poke at you a lot. She's be poking at you. The way Caden's playing it, he's poking at you a bunch, and if you get hit by one of those poking tools, this happens. You get comboed, you take 50, 60. Nope, not going to find the down. He tried to actually go for the kill there instead of just taking the guaranteed damage.
Ouch. Okay, yeah.
Melee is going to find the down B punish. That is also one of my favorite punishes in the game. I love seeing DK do wave bounce down B.
Yeah.
It is such a fun tool to see.
That's not stuck.
Angle it correctly, but the Nair gonna catch the down B. So that kind of, it's called flip kick. That kind of like arcing kick that you just did right there is one of the biggest tools that ZSS has to get around people, like just like that. And so one of the biggest things you have to see is whether Melee, like how Melee will punish that in the future, or if he'll store, like maybe he won't punish it at a certain time to get Caden more comfortable to use it again, or if he'll just punish it right away and find a kill.
It's somebody's gonna have to make a decision coming up. I mean, this is dire for Samus.
The grab,
but the mobility is comes in handy for a reason. Oh wait, yeah.
Finally
got a second recovery in place there. That
again,
was
here's a match situation. Can he get out? He cannot. Not in time.
Oh, and I love that the trigger for that attack is just was the second you leave his hand.
Yep.
It hurls you
Yep.
like a football. That's such a fun attack.
He just carries you into the blast zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going
and
for
again,
a ride.
if you don't mash fast enough, you will not get out of that situation.
I'll make it out. Pokemon map. This is the map you were talking about. This is
They went to PS2. Or sorry, Pokemon. I looked down for
Kalos
1 second.
Pokemon League, I think is what it was.
Okay.
Oh wait, they switched.
We'll see.
Maybe it was a misinput. Misinput.
Hollow. We'll see. It looks like they're deciding right now.
Hollow Bastion is gonna give
just
me
going
another.
to Smashville. That's
migrate.
a Caden. Caden loves Smashville.
I mean,
so.
yeah, I can see why for sure.
Yeah.
It's a very.
I think it's still a pretty good stage for DK though, from what I know.
Yeah. If you can play around DK at least, like you can turn any arena, even one where he has like advantage sometimes. Into,
so one of the biggest things about Smashville compared to the other stages in this game is that like mid to late percents, any hit gets you immediately off stage.
Yeah.
Which is true for late percents, but that it's winning that like first hit in neutral is a big factor on Smashville. Because having that platform in the center like that means you get to camp under it, just like Melee's doing right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of camping in front of it a little bit, but that's a really good positional advantage to have. Although Caden finding the upper train off the reversal, not going to find anything else after, but evening out the damage. Of course, DK being the much heavier character, the percents are still kind of in Melee's favor, but that's not going to matter. The percents are not going to matter when you find the down B. Just like that, Caden finding the first stock. Should be 2-1.
Locking him down. Oh, what do you know? I was not tracking that in the slightest.
Because Caden won game 2, Melee won game 1.
Okay, so this yeah, the stakes are higher now.
So now the stakes are higher.
Oh, UFOs are invading.
I had this stage is fun. Seeing the parry coming out on that ZSS there, finding the parry on the ZSS forward air this time.
Oh,
an upper train once again. Gotta take the up B this
time
around.
Oh, so many hits.
Yep.
What a crazy combo that was. Oh, mistimed that little down.
Yeah, mistime on the down smash.
Down smash. There it is. I had the first tag.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Oh man.
Oof. That's gonna be the stock though.
Bad recovery. That's
despite
wild.
a good start from Caden, he does find himself down again in this fourth game, and this is potentially tournament stock for him, I believe. Yeah, the losers finals is potentially tournament stock. Winner of this place, Justin, I think is correct. I'd have to look. Yes. Okay. Sorry. There's so many other things at this event as well that I've been doing, so
right.
I've had too much time to check in.
It is an expansive list of things to do today.
I just got my resume reviewed.
Is that right?
Yeah, right over there. There's a.
Is that what that table is for?
Yeah,
I didn't know all day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was crazy.
That's another aspect.
Another reason you gotta be here, man. Another reason you should have came.
Yeah, for real.
Yes,
the job market's not great right now. You need a way to differentiate yourself from the average applicant candidate.
Sir. But we might find the. That's probably not going to kill for sure, but he does put him on the ledge. Does go for the grab there, and that's going to get punished really hard. This might just be it because it's Smashville. Yes.
Just rolled him. That was. I will say though, respectful pick, switching up because Ridley, we can see it was not quite getting us there. And Samus was able to